So if I learned anything about last week's training session, it would be that number one, you get hurt more in the gym by loading your plates and actually lifting the weights. Number two, your kids will give you a freaking heart attack and not apologize for it. They basically suck the life out of you. Number three, temper tantrums do not work for adults. They only work for children 5 and under. And the fourth thing I learned is, you know what? You have to hold yourself accountable. We all have bad lifting days, bad training sessions. Hell, sometimes maybe you might even have a bad week. But you just got to keep moving forward and look beyond it and go on into the next training session knowing that you know how to do the lifts. I always go in there, you know, with the right attitude. Doing bench, I was supposed to hit a top set for 6 reps. I only ended up getting 5. The bar path shifted south when it should have went north. I don't know, maybe I could have done like a nice grinder and got a PR, but it just wasn't meant to be. Like I said, the bar went down. The first 4 moved really smoothly, and I paused the first and I touch and go in the rest. So I know, like, I mean, I only need to get 1 in a competition, but it's always nice to hit all the lifts in the gym. So that kind of just started my week on the downward slope, as it were. And then, you know, on Wednesday, doing block pulls. I hate block pulls. I mean, I'm really good at sumo block pulls. Like, if there was a sumo block pull competition, I think I would be really freaking good. I might even be like a world record holder if there was such a thing. But conventional block pulls totally suck for me. It takes leg drive out of it for me. It's all back, so it just feels like as you're pulling, your spine is going to shoot out your ass. It fucking hurts. Not to mention, so like I'm loading the plates and I'm trying to get them all on there. I was trying to move the plates, smash my fucking finger. Ugh. I wanted to fucking cry. Like, I didn't cry though because I'm not a crybaby. But just, I don't know. Paper cuts, things like that, I think are like the worst pain. And then munching your finger between plates. I got like the palm of my hand and it just fucking blood blistered up like immediately, and I was like, okay, cool, it's at least not where the bar is going to be grabbing. So, you know, I was able to get through my sets, but just like that pulsating pain that just doesn't go away. Yeah, totally sucked. So that was like the second time that I've done that. I actually did it again. Well, I actually did it again yesterday. So apparently like I just haven't learned my lesson on taking my time and just being gentle and loading the plates gently. I don't really think you realize how much or what you will do for your children until you're like put to the test. But so I went to get her, I'm banging on the door, I'm calling her phone, she's not picking it up, and I see, like, you know, her backpack and stuff is in the house, and calling, banging on the door, call up her dad, and I'm like, hey, she's not answering the door. And he's like, no, she's there, you know, we're at the auto shop, she's at the house, so, you know, she's there. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe she just is in the bathroom. Going around to the front, I'm banging on the door, go back to the back, and I'm hitting this motherfucking door hard as shit. At the same time, I'm calling her cell phone, like the annoying back-to-back type of phone calls. And I'm like, where the hell is she? And I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately, True Crime Garage and Serial and stuff, and just like all of the worst case scenarios start going through your mind. And I'm just like, oh my God, did somebody break in? Where the hell is she? And so I roll back to the front of his house. I jump up on the window and I just call her dad. I'm just like, she's not answering. And he's like, get in any way you need to get in. So I'm not even thinking at that point because my heart is just literally like just in my stomach and all like the worst case scenarios are going through your mind. I go to the back and I'm like, okay, bathroom window. I'm gonna break the bathroom window. And you don't even think at that moment, like I'm like, fuck, I could have just got a rock or anything. I use the palm of my hand and I break the window. And then I guess I must have stirred her awake because she just opens the back door and was like, I was sleeping, what are you doing? And I was like, oh my God, at that moment, yes, I was glad she was okay, obviously. I wanted to freaking choke her. I'm like, I have been banging on the door. I've been calling your cell phone, and you mean to tell me you're just fucking asleep? Like, who sleeps that hard? Anyways, so that was fun. Cut my hand. I had like shards of glass everywhere, like it went into my shoe, cut my leg up, and then all my daughter can do is put me on her fucking Snapchat. So I guess
basically, guys, my mom is a crazy person, okay? Thinks I'm dead, breaks the window, okay? My dad almost got hit by a semi-truck because they thought I was dead in the house because I was sleeping on the floor. So basically my brother was crying. My dad was leaving the freaking auto shop, almost got hit by a semi-truck.
I guess I'm just like a good Snapchat story. She's telling her friends that I'm completely insane. I think I aged 20 fucking years on at that moment. Like, between the fright and then the fact that I wanted to just kill her myself, for not, first of all, why don't you have your phone on? Like, keep your phone on. I was ringing the doorbell, banging on the door. It's just, I don't know, that girl, I swear, she's lucky that I love her, because I literally was beside myself. Nevertheless, that gets me into Friday, and you know, squats has been going really, really great for me. I've had 2 really good meets with squats. that's the lift that I've always had the least amount of confidence in, and then I go in to this to Friday, and I wasn't hitting depth. I was looking back at the video, they felt good going up and up, you know, they felt like they moved really fast. I'm looking at the video, I'm like, fuck, I didn't even hit depth. And I just immediately just got discouraged and, you know, started pouting, and I almost felt like I just wanted to do it again, because I wanted to get that confidence back. And Chad was like, no, you know, you gotta just move on, like, you just correct it. And I just like threw a temper tantrum. I didn't really throw a temper tantrum, I just started pouting and was being mad. And I think so much so, like, he got super aggravated and yelled at me. He told me to get the fuck over it, which was kind of funny, because he just never shows like that type of emotion. Nevertheless, I did get over it, but you know, just bad training sessions happen to all of us. You know, nobody's exempt from that. Nobody's exempt from like being frustrated, or, you know, at that moment doubting yourself, but then just realizing, like, wait a minute, I've had this many training sessions, I've done this weight this many times, I've squatted, you know, for millions of sets every week, knowing that, you know what, I know how to do this. One bad day does not roll into the next training session and the next training session. You know, like I said in the beginning, you have to hold yourself accountable, obviously. Like, those were not good reps. Those are reps that would not pass in the IPF, especially, you know, squat depth for sure. They're very strict on that. But, you know, looking forward, just correcting what I need to correct and making sure that I, you know, leave no doubt. And, you know, knowing that these are lifts that I've done and that I know how to do these lifts. So, you know, just have to move forward and, you know, let it go. And that's pretty much all you can do. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, type them below. Bye.